Hello there and welcome back to a new video where today we're going to be talking about tracing, the very big bad word. Dun dun dun. I should have just added in the song instead of making it myself. Anyway, by dictionary definition, tracing is a copy of a drawing, map, or design made by tracing. Now, what I've gathered from this is that basically if you put a sheet of paper over if you put a blank sheet of paper over one with something and you trace it, why am I saying trace it? And you copy it, you just scribble and draw that exact same thing again, well, you traced it. However, there is another definition way down below. The act of tracing, or what is tracing in drawing. So they have somewhat of a different definition that is a bit more complicated, and what they have here is the reason is simple. When you draw the form you see before you virtually tracing that form in your mind. You then trace that mental image by drawing a line that matches the one in your mind's eye. Thus, when you're physically tracing a drawing, you're teaching yourself to trace image mentally. So what this is telling me that's different from the one above. This tracing can also be defined by not just putting one sheet of paper over another and trace it. It can also be that you are looking at this image and you are tracing it in your mind. You're trying to copy it line by line. And is tracing good or bad? We are going to try to find out that in this video today. But let's start with, is it cheating? It's a great tool. Tracing is not cheating, but you may be cheating yourself out of learning to draw or improve your drawing skills. The ability to draw gives you tremendous opportunities to change compositions, place objects in different places, do intervertial variation, and handle edges better. Variation, that word is variation. Are you cheating yourself? Maybe, but tracing I think is good because you can learn from tracing, build a little muscle memory, and you can then go and try doing it without tracing and maybe move some objects around while you're changing it up a bit. So I think that tracing can help with muscle memory, but this article is saying it's cheating yourself. I also feel as though if you trace another artist's work and put it out there saying that it's yours, then that would be a little bad. Now the next one is tracing art bad. If the artist wanted to draw the contours accurate, they could do so, but this would slow the process and not affect the finishing result. Therefore, tracing becomes a tool of the professional artist. Those that feel that tracing is cheating sometimes do not fully understand the full process of drawing and painting. Yeah, I can see where this is coming from, except with the one line, but this would slow the process and not affect the finished result. Would it slow the process? No, I think it would speed the process up. Like for example, in this, I wanted to paint this, whereas the night before I did it with colored pencil. Did it slow the process down? No, because I did not really have to draw in much. I didn't have to think about what I wanted to draw. I already know what I was going to draw and I just did it. Now, is tracing bad for learning? Remember, I just said muscle memory. Now let's see what this side is going to say. Tracing is a good exercise when learning to draw, but it is important not to rely on the process itself. A good practice to get into is this. First, trace an object, then compare it to the original to find errors, issues, and omissions. This will improve as you learn to see the lines in your subject that you are drawing. Yeah, I do think that tracing could help you learn as long as you don't pass it off saying that, hey, I drew this. I think you should be clear and upfront. And if you're a bit embarrassed about tracing, then maybe shouldn't put it up, but there's really nothing to be embarrassed about because your art is going to improve over time if you keep at it. And practice makes perfection. However, if you do a bad practice, like you're not sure at what you're doing, like for example me with the hair, I can practice this hair a million times, but I still don't know how to do hair. And if I don't learn the right way how to draw or paint hair, then it doesn't matter how many times I'm going to practice, I'm not going to get it right until I learn the correct way to do it. So the correct practice makes it perfect. Always remember that it is completely okay for you to go on sites and try to learn, try to improve yourself every day, because no one's going to judge you for that. And if people do, then they're bad, they're gatekeeping. So let's try to look at some more stuff about tracing and what they say online. There's things called light box that can help you trace. So let's go into what is a light box. Alright, so not so much as what is a light box, but what is the purpose of a light box. Light boxes are used for illuminating graphic displays and are created using an outer frame, a graphic, usually fiber, or I cannot pronounce the word, durant, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that word, which are designed to permit light and LED lighting. So it's like something that you can something that can help you trace. I think that's a nice tool if you're now learning or if you want to trace some of your original artwork. Because for me, I'm lazy. I'm not in the mood to redraw everything. For example, this one, there's some stuff that I want to do different, so I might just trace it and do it different. Now the last thing we're going to talk about is tracing stealing. Art theft is the obvious stealing of artwork and publishing it as your own art. On the other hand, tracing is an act of duplicating the original artwork, either with little or no change at all. Like art theft, tracing also goes beyond the traced copy as it also involves enhancement. So it doesn't necessarily answer if tracing is stealing. I mean, maybe by law it's not, but morally it's a bit wrong. So I'm not exactly sure on is tracing stealing. It doesn't give a yes or no answer, and I don't think there's going to be a yes or no answer. This is not a black and white situation. It's more as one with a black, white, gray, blue, pink, everything in between. It has the entire color, and I just realized that I had a movie on, so you were probably hearing the movie. If you want to know what movie I was watching John Wick Part 2. It's on Netflix. I think they took down Part 1. I'm not sure. Really love this movie. Can't wait for Part 4 to come out. And hope you guys have a great week, rest of the day, whatever it is. And I hope you stay safe. Remember to wear your mask. Keep hand sanitizer on you. And just be safe from this virus. If you don't need to go out, then maybe try to stay home. And remember, your mental health is also something that you should take care of. It's not something you should joke around with. So take time for yourself, take care of yourself, and maybe you can find some stuff to do. I know my videos aren't exactly fun and they don't really carry a lot of jokes. Maybe you can get better quality somewhere else, but however, if you just want to come sit and listen to me ramble on about absolute madness for 10 minutes or less straight, sometimes I go beyond 10 minutes, then sure, you can. I will try my best to make another video on tracing where we can cover some more grounds and maybe some insight on how other people feel about tracing. I think that it can help you. I really do believe that. And that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it and that you leave a like and subscribe. Also, I hope that you stay safe out there and you tune in for another video, maybe one much fun, much better. I'm sorry I'm not posting it out like I used to, where it's back to back, but it's just that to be honest, if I tell you I'm sick, that would be a downright lie. I am just sailing away on Titanic waiting for it to sink, and that's a very awful joke. But in reality, I just wake up late because I go to bed late, and I'm just a mess right now. Anyway, bye.